getting into the video, I just have two things to say. One, you're gonna hear a lot of noise. My cat is playing with his toy. It is what it is. It's keeping him busy and happy, and that's all I care about. So you might hear a little ball, and you might see this one running around back there. It's okay. That's my life. Another thing is you're gonna hear some noise also outside. I have the window cracked open a little bit to get some air because I am dying because I'm filming 4 videos in one day. So I will be wearing the same thing in a couple videos because your girl has to do laundry, and I just don't have the time to do it right now. So working with what we got on, and it is what it is. It's a good thing that you're not here for my fashion sense, right? Excuse me. Excuse me. I didn't tell you can ruin the bed. Let's just get into the video. Buying new makeup all the time. I am guilty of this. 100% guilty. When the new year started, I knew exactly that CVS, Walgreens, those are the places I used to go to get makeup because I could not afford Sephora and Ulta back in the day. I honestly didn't even know Ulta was even a store because it just wasn't around my area back in 2010, 11. So I would go to the CVS, my local CVS and Walgreens to find makeup that was on sale for the new year. Even though I knew damn well your girl did not need makeup. More makeup, I should say, because I had so much makeup back at home that I wasn't using. So if you are trying to revamp your makeup collection, go through your collection first. Get rid of what's expired and get what you need, not what you want. Because you're gonna waste a ton of money. It's just gonna be a huge waste at the end of the day. Don't waste your money on new makeup when you have makeup back at home that you're not using. It's honestly one of the most vicious cycles that I dealt with in my early 20s. I would get makeup, put it in my room, not use it, buy more makeup, put it in my room, not use it. It just goes on and on and on. The easiest and fastest way to break that makeup addiction cycle is to go through what you have and realize what you wasted your money on. If you have waterproof mascara and you don't use waterproof mascara, why buy more of it? Or why buy it, period? If you use only 2 color eyeshadows, neutral colors, and you have a whole palette filled with yellow, purple, green, don't buy those eyeshadow colors ever again because you don't use those. It's as simple as that. More upcoming season decor. I was lucky enough when I moved out of my mom's. I didn't get into this because I was already a minimalist. The biggest mistake when it comes to the new year is that everything's on sale, right? Christmas decor, fall, Halloween, Thanksgiving, all of that stuff is on sale because it's a new year and they want to get rid of last year's junk. Don't purchase things that you do not need. If you already have a nice wreath and you are using that same wreath through this past Christmas, why can't you use it next Christmas? It is so wasteful to purchase another wreath knowing that you already have one back at home. I'm more than sure that you can work with what you have for next season. You do not have to keep switching out the themes. You can even DIY next season. You can grab some stuff outside like leaves and sticks and pine cones, and if you don't have that around you and you live in a tropical environment, then make it a tropical holiday. But work with what you have. That is how you're going to save your money and also help the environment at the end of the day, because what you purchase and what you don't want that you purchased back in the day or a couple months ago, you're probably going to get rid of. It's going to end up in the landfill or at a thrift store, which whatever doesn't get sold at a thrift store ends up in the landfill at the end of the day. New clothes. We all go through that new year, new me situation. I would love to have new clothes. You guys always do see me in the same thing all the time, and I'm okay with that as of right now because I'm working on my weight. I'm not going to keep getting into it. I'm working on it, and I don't want to waste money purchasing new clothes that aren't going to fit me the next couple of months or next year. So I'm working with what I have with my clothes. Back in the day, young Kira, didn't do that. Every time a new year would start, I would want a new style. I would want to switch up the way I look. And I had bins, like the blue giant bins of clothes in my bedroom underneath my bed. And did I wear any of that stuff, that new style that I was purchasing for a new year, new me? No. The only exception that I could say when it comes to purchasing new clothes is if you truly need it. Like say your favorite shirt ripped, then purchase a new shirt. If your underwear or socks are old and they're ripped, purchase new ones if you can't fix them. There's always ways where you can, you know, sew them. There's a couple shirts that I ended up like, you know, hand sewing. Same thing, my boyfriend, he hand sews as well. We try to work with what we have. Like I said, we're not trying to waste any money over here. So if something needs a little bit of patching, you can always bring it to a tailor or ask a family or friend that knows how to sew. Maybe they could fix your shirt for free for you. If it is beyond fixable and it just needs to go in the trash, then it is what it is. Then you purchase something new. Do not waste your money on clothes. You will definitely see some annual sales or New Year sales. Don't fall for it. The stores want you to keep coming in and out because at the end of the day, these stores are business and they will do any and everything to get you to come into their store, even send you coupons or to feel like you're saving money. You're not saving money if you're spending money on things you don't need, if that makes any sense. If you need something and you get a coupon for it, sure, you're saving yourself money because you needed it. But if you didn't need it in the first place and you go to the store and use that coupon, you're not saving yourself money. You're honestly tricking yourself of wasting money. Planners and more planners. I'm not gonna lie, I do like planners, but I prefer to have a calendar now, and that's just my preference. If I wasn't doing social media full time, I wouldn't even have a calendar. I would just deal with nothing. I like to keep track of the videos that I post or what I'm gonna post next month, and that's my best way of, you know, me being organized. I don't even know what that noise is now. Like, I forgot what I was saying. So if you're that kind of person that does need planner, just stick with one. You do not need a bunch of planners. I know they have a planner for every little thing out there, especially around the new year. They have a planner for your workout schedule, your food intake, self-care. They make planners for everything, and that's just to get you to spend money on their products. You do not need all of those planners. Believe it or not, our phones work really well to you know, put things down in our notes. I have been trying my best to incorporate my phone a lot more rather than wasting paper. So I've been using my phone for like grocery lists, you know, like simple things. My to-do list, everything goes on my phone. Of course, I do use paper to write out my scripts, like for my videos, and I use a calendar for that, but I am also old school, and it's just easier for me to do it this way. If you purchase like 4 planners, you probably will just end up using one by the end of this year. Even if you use one, maybe by the end of this year you probably wouldn't even use any, because you have to have the time to write down things in your planners, and a lot of people just forget. So just stick with one. It doesn't have to be fancy. Don't go for the $20 to $30 ones that look cute. Go for one that you're going to actually use if you need it. Like I said, for me, I kind of skipped the whole planner thing. I used to get planners all the time. I went to grab a giant calendar, which I will show you guys right now. I know you can't really see because the lighting is harsh, but basically where I put my schedule of videos and I know what's going up, and I'll also put, like, if I have a sponsored video, I'll put like, all right, sponsored video goes up on this day, or even if I have a doctor's appointment, I will put it on here as well, because this calendar is always on my desk, especially with me doing social media. I'm constantly writing things down and trying to stay as organized as possible so I can deliver content for you guys. So if a plan is not your thing, then maybe get a calendar like that. They're a lot cheaper, to be honest with you. And you can even hang these up on your fridge, on the wall. So it's a lot easier to just write down right then and there, so it's not hidden in your drawer for months to come. Upgrades. This is the last thing that I'm going to talk about with the money mistakes to avoid this year. Where there comes upgrades, you end up paying a lot of money. Now, a lot of people think since it's a new year, they need a new phone. Apple comes out with new phones, I don't know, every 6 months, or I don't even know, honestly, because I work with what I have. It has 1 camera. I know like the new iPhone has like 4 or 5, I don't know how many cameras. It has 1 too many. And I deal with what I have until this phone breaks. Nothing is wrong with this phone. I did have a little memory problem, but I fixed it already and it's nice and cleared out. Works like a charm now. But a lot of people will upgrade their phone because they think that the new phone is better than their old one, even though their old one works. What do you really need your phone for? Call, text, maybe do some social media here and there. So I truly don't think that anybody needs a new phone all the time. I mean, unless you're reviewing them online or something, but you don't need to be spending that kind of money. And these phones are expensive. Like the newer iPhone, I think it was like $1,500. Like, that's insane. I'm sorry, I'm keeping my old phone until it dies. Like my other iPhone 6 Plus, I had that phone until it completely died. Like the camera stopped working, I couldn't receive calls, it was just done. So what I'm trying to say with all of this is that only upgrade if you seriously need to upgrade. If your phone is on its way out and you can't even get calls or texts, and you went to Apple or you went to the Android store and they tried to fix it for you and they can't, then maybe it's time to get a new phone. And you don't even need the newest and greatest. You can honestly just get the model above yours to save some extra cash. Same thing goes for a new car. A lot of people think they need a new car when the year starts or when the new year starts. I had this one person I worked with at my old job, and she would get a new car all the time. I guess like to each his own when it comes to that. It's everybody's preference, but in order for you to save some money, it's best to just deal with what you have. If you have a car that's working, gets you to point A, point B, it's not leaking antifreeze, it's not leaking anything, the transmission's fine, the head gasket's fine, all that stuff is fine, then don't get a new car. I think anything with a house, like any upgrades with a house, you're gonna benefit a lot more from, because then the value of your house goes up. I think those kind of upgrades are exceptional because you're making more money at the end of the day, because the value of your house is going up. Whether it's going up 5%, 6%, it's still going up and it's gonna stay that way. But if you do not need a new couch and you just wanna switch it out because you don't like the color anymore, I see a lot of YouTubers do that and I'm just like, it's just so cringy for me. I'm like, wait, you bought that couch for $4,000 last year and you want to get rid of it because of the color doesn't go with your new theme? You know, why would you waste that much money just to get another couch that's the same but a different color? Blows my mind. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm wishing you a happy new year. Please take everything that I said with a grain of salt. I know some of these things are not going to work for you because you prefer to get newer things or you prefer to spend your money on certain things that I wouldn't. I'm not preaching, like I said. I have to say that because I know a lot of people think that I make these videos to tell you what to do, and I'm just here to lend a helping hand, okay? Also down below, let me know what your savings goal is, whether you want to save $5,000 this year, $10,000, or even $1,000 this year. Let me know down below. My savings goal for this year is 30 grand, so that's how much I would like to save for this new year. Let me know down below what you would like to save. But on that note, you guys, I hope this little one didn't annoy you with the ball playing. Say bye to everybody. Bye, guys. Did you say bye? No, I know. Your paws are so cold. I'm gonna have to get you some slippers, huh? Alright, bye, guys. Go.